where we are gathering in this conference room. So I hope everyone have a clear idea about the program today. So in this, so now I would kindly invite our lecturer, Dr. Neminda, to open the program with the chairperson speech. Ajahn, please welcome.
Good morning, Mahasangha, and also the student, the most venerable Phra Professor Dr. Methi Wachira Pandit, the director of IBSC and the director of the Peace Study Program, and also the Phra Virasat Abhinandini, the program director of the BA program, and also the director of Vipassana Institution in the International Buddhist Study College, and also especially Ajahn Uken is a lecturer of the IBSC, and also the student. So today we have a student presentation. The presentation is not a normal one because the IBSC we normally find out the new ones. That's to be collaborated in development our curriculum. So that the student now you're young, but in near future you will be leader. That's why we always find out the way to promote the social and the humanity. So that's why in our college, the International Buddhist Study College, we have a new curriculum that the student, especially the final BA final student, the 4-year student, they have to be study the research projects. The research project is that's supposed to, the social and also our community. That's the reason that the student has to be find out the new work and the body of knowledge. That's to see the Buddhist teachings. So today we have a second round. We are already the first round. So now the second round that the student, they are a different background, they are different topics. That's to be sure their excellence, power, and ability. So I hope you are all that's to be doing the best. And also thank you so much for your joining our program and also participation. Thank you so much. So good luck to you all.
Okay, thank you so much, Ajahn, for the your encouragement. So time is gold, right? So without further delay, I would like to invite our first presenter, Venerable Vimala Jodhithiro, to present his topic. Please welcome, Venerable.
Good morning, Achan, and everyone who gathered here. As the moderator mentioned, in this beautiful morning, and I'm pretty much glad to see your faces, and I'm really appreciate your participation in this morning. And it seems full of house, right? Yeah, there are so many people watching us in this presentation program. Then without delaying our valuable time, I will get into my presentation with my brief introduction. Maybe you may know about me, who I am, what is my name, and where I'm from, right? In yeah, in case if you forget my name is Vimala Jyoti, and you can call me Jyoti. And I'm a fourth year student from Sri Lanka. That's all about me. Okay, and let's get into my topic. As you see in the screen, my topic is an application of Buddhist five strengths for work-life balance in fast-paced society. Right? Then, before get into the contents, when I explain in brief about my topic, you can see here there are significant key terms indicated here. Buddhist five strengths and work-life balance in fast-paced society. Let's clarify first what is Buddhist five strengths and the terms and the definition of the terms first. And Buddhist five strengths mean in Pali it called Panchabala. Maybe as monks and nuns you may know about that Panchabala. We call Saddha, Virya, Sati, Samadhi, Panya. Saddha mean in translate into English. Saddha mean faith, and Samadhi, Saddha, Virya mean energy. Sati mean concentration, and Samadhi mindfulness, and Panya wisdom. This is the brief meaning of the Buddhist five strength. And let's see what is work-life balance. Maybe you have heard this word often, work life balance. This is the general talk in the society. People talk a lot about this one, and this is one of the concepts people try to find out the meaning and the definition in general. Work life balance, if you see carefully here, there are two words, work life. If work uh, refers to the time people spend with their job or with their service, and the life, it refers to the amount of time people spend with their personal life, personal interest. That is the meaning work life balance. We have to balance our personal life and we have to balance our job. This is the meaning of the term work life balance. And let's come to the fast paced society. Fast-paced society mean the society is constantly changing. It's developing with the technology, developing with the human interest. There are so many ways the society is developing and the changing. It called fast-paced society. Okay. I know. I guess that you have clear understanding about my topic, and today I am going to talk about my thesis topic: an application of Buddhist five strengths for work-life balance in fast-paced society. Okay, according to the IBSc structure of academic, I breaks my main topic into 9 category by following the academic book of IBSc: background and significance of the problem. Then I will come to the objectives of my research, and also research problems, scope of the research, definition of the terms and literature review, conceptual framework, research methodology, and expected benefits. This is what I going to talk all about my topic. Okay, let's start with the 1.1. Let's start with the 1.1, background and significance of the problem. When I talk about something, my background, why I choose this topic, and what kind of problems I see in the society related to my topic, and how I am going to research about this topic. And as you see here, rising pace of modern life. When we live in the society, we all experience that. And as I mentioned earlier, also, the society is changing, the society is developing, and society is improving in many various ways, right? Society is developing with the technological advancement and the work pressure and the personal commitments, and there are so many ways the society is developing, and it is kind of developing not slowly, it's developing so fast, right? as when we realize back 5 years and now it's changed a lot, right? Yeah. Then when we have technological advancement, we have work pressure and the personal commitment, we will feel something fast facing, and we will feel impact of well-being, kind of stress. When we have work pressure, we all have stress, right? If we are busy with some kind of works, if we are a student, as a student we are busy with our presentations, our assignments, articles, there are so many things we have to do, we are so busy, we are tied up, right? Then we have stress. And also as employee, there are so many works they have to do, they have to deal with, right? Then they also have stress. Then from the rising phase of modern life, we will face the impact on well-being and stress, burnout, lack of work-life balance. Of course, when we have a fast-facing society, we are difficult to manage our life. We are difficult to balance our personal life and the work life, right? And seeking for solution. When we go back in days, back in years, a long time ago, people understood this point. People realized this issue, and with this issue, people try to find out the solution, how to balance, how to make balance in work life, in personal life, and the work life. For example, if you know about something, the revolution, you know about revolution, right? And maybe you have heard the France revolution started at 1789 May 5th in France, and it ended up 1799 November 13. And after that, it collapsed the monarchy ruling system or medieval ruling system, and installed the republic, federal democracy government system. After that, in 18th century, uh, it started the industrial revolution based on England and the western part of the world. And as results from the industrial revolution, people invented new things. People invented steam train engine, and also the textile production, and also the logistic, this kind of factories. There are so many factories open western part of the world after industrial revolution. Okay, in that case, people work so hard, not only the adults, even children, even women, they work so hard. 24/7 concept. What does 24/7 concept mean? 7 days, 24 hours. They did not have any free time to uh, think about their personal life or even relax. That is called 24/7 concept. They work so hard, adults and women, children, and so every kind of people in the society. After that, one day, people stood up against the factories, then the one of the turning point of human history, you know, Ford Motor Company. Maybe you have seen some Ford vehicles when you walk on the road, walk on the street. Ford vehicle, Ford car, Ford Jeep, this kind of vehicle. Then first in the Ford Motor Company introduced one law into the society: 8 hours work, 8 hours sleep, and 8 hours relax. This is the concept. They introduce new thing to the world. Until today, we follow the same system. Now we work only 8 hours and 8 hours sleep, right? 8 hours relax. And this is the concept they introduced 18th century, and it worked really. This is one of the solution people found out for the work life imbalance. Okay, but in the ancient, in the back years, it worked. That is the reason in the financial history, only two companies did not bankrupt in any kind of crisis, any kind of financial crisis. Only one company is Ford Company, and another company is Starbucks Company. Okay, this is one of the solution people found out for the work-life imbalance. But when we apply it to now modern day, it is kind of struggling, because people work in home, work from home, and people work online, right? And people busy with their uh, how to say, people busy with their financial, and people always try to collect money, earn money, and try to develop this kind of so many things. People are struggling. Then it is quite challenging to adapt that 8-hour system, 8-hour concept to our daily life. Okay. Okay, when we talk about the significance of my research problem, impact on productivity. When we have work-life imbalance, we will have decreased productivity, of course, and also job dissatisfaction. Do you know how many people dissatisfied with their job? According to ILO mean International Labor Organization, recently released their newspaper. They said that according to them, 70% of the people worldwide, they are dissatisfied with their jobs. Okay, and health consequences. When we have work-life imbalance, we will face the health consequences like heart problem, anxiety, and depression. If you know the news from Japan, 2022 suicide cases 2213 suicide cases because of their job stress. And because of these kind of problem, significance problem, I am going to try to find out how we can make the solution to for the people who are unable to balance their work life and the personal life in order to the Buddhist 5 strength, which is I explained before: faith, energy, mindfulness, concentration, and the wisdom. We call it in Pali Saddha, Sati, Saddha, Virya, Sati, Samadhi, Panya. And when I come to the 2.2 objectives of the research, I have two objectives to complete my research paper. First one, to understand the importance and challenges of work life. And the second one, to apply the Buddhist 5 strengths for work-life balance. I'm not going to explain it furthermore because the time limitation. I will move forward to next one. 1.3 research problem. According to my research objectives, I figure out two research problem. What are the importance and challenges of work-life balance? How to apply the Buddhist 5 strengths for work-life balance? And this is my scope of the research. I will to fulfill this research paper, I will found the resources from the primary sources and the secondary sources to complete the work-life balance and also the Buddhist 5 strengths. And the scope of content, chapter 2, I will mainly focus on the concept of work-life balance, and the chapter 3 mainly concerned with the Buddhist 5 strengths, how to adapt this concept to work-life balance. And definition of the term, as I mentioned this one, I explained this one in the beginning of the presentation. Work life balance, shortly we call WLB. Work life balance mean we have job or job or service, we have work life, and also we have personal life, personal interest, personal hobbies, okay, personal commitment. This called work life balance. And Buddhist 5 strength, I explained it already. Fast-paced society. Also, I guess you have complete idea about it. And to fulfill my research paper, mainly I will focus on, I will refer on 3 books. The Wings to Awakening, translated by Venerable Thanissaro. and the work-life balance group of the people composed this book, and also the work-life balance, Mr. Jennison composed it in America. These three books, based on these three books, I will try to figure out my research paper. And this is my conceptual framework. This is the first objective: importance and challenges of work-life balance the people face in the fast-paced society. To in the result of this first objective, I will come to the conclusion. I will come to the idea: key importance and challenges of work-life balance. And also this is second objective: the application of Buddhist 5 for work-life balance in fast-paced society. Then I will figure out way of applying Buddhist 5 in daily life. Then because of these ideas, I can complete my research paper on the topic of an application of work-life balance in fast-paced society. And this is my research methodology. I will get the sources from Attakatha, commentaries, Tika, secondary sources, and the website, online website sources. And this is my expected benefit. I have two objectives. According to two objectives, two input, and this is two output. To comprehend the importance of work-life balance in fast-paced society and gain insight into the specific challenges people encounter while managing the demands of modern life. And the second one, to understand the way of application of Buddhist 5 strength for work-life balance in daily life activities in fast-paced society. Yeah, I think this is all of my presentation. What I have to talk about my topic and how I am going to fulfill my research paper. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Venerable Vimala Jyoti Thero, for sharing us about work-life balance by using the teaching of the Buddha. So now it's time for comments. Now, so we would like to listen to the comment from our three lecturers, Ajahn Unyen and Ajahn Dr. Neminda and Ajahn Natapat Ampan. So welcome, Ajahn.
Okay. Good morning, student. Your topic is very interesting because the based on the Pansabala, it's me in the Pali, right? The Panjabala, that's to be balance the work life. This is very useful, and also the benefits for the worker who are the society. But I have a little bit for the comment for you. The first one, you mentioned in your topic in application, right? So application or applying. I think if you use the application, maybe you need to be you need to create the new one, because the application is not to be the old one. When you use like a mobile phone, we have a application, right? So the application is one of the structure, the how to use, and there's a lot of things you have to mention. But according to your objective two, and your objective two, you mentioned that to like applying, right? So to applying the Buddhist piety, the strengths for work-life balance in a fast-paced society. And there's a reason I have an idea that's to change applying to Buddhist piety strengths for work-life balance in a fast-paced society. I think instead of the application. And also, I have one question that you mentioned: key importance and challenge of work life. So, what is the key important? Key important of the work life according to the research problem. In research problem, and number one, the key importance and the challenge of the work life.
I mean that people are unable to spend their People are unable to spend their time with relations.
So you mean it's like a management
Yes.
type? Okay. So how do you apply by using the five strength? How do you apply?
Yeah, that is why I'm going to research it.
But you have some idea that how do you apply?
uh, for example, energy, virya. Then why we cannot manage our energy in a way of balancing to spend with our family and to spend with our job service. This is one thing.
Because the five thing is like the first one, faith, right? The second one, an energy. The third one, the mindfulness. The fourth one is samadhi, and the last one, penya. So this four thing is very reliable in our daily life. If you tries to practice, so that reason you want to apply. That's why now I would like to ask you how
Yeah,
to
and
apply.
another thing, Achan, when we take the last part, wisdom, that called panya, actually it means that why we cannot understand the what is our role in the job and what is our role in the family. For example, if we think I just need money, then I will focus only the job side. Okay, I will not focus only for my family or for my personal commitments. Then the wisdom is important for us to manage our these two sides.
So I think it's good paper, and also background and signification. Some of things is not here, like a footnote, right? Footnote number 1, 2, 3, 4. There is no number.
I see.
What is wrong?
And then before I put, but it disappears suddenly.
Oh, really? Okay, all right. So I hope the paper is the best one. If you can explain clearly how to apply, uh, the five strand for the work life is the best paper for you. So I hope you that's to be comprehension and importance for your paper.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. It's always happy to be with you guys. And I want to thank Ajahn Dr. Neminda for inviting me for this wonderful kind of program. So I have listened to your presentation from beginning till the end very carefully. And to be honest, I got nothing to say rather than saying, Ajahn Neminda, you did a good job. And then the student, you you also did a very good job. So besides saying well done, and then there is nothing more to say. And then one thing is that all the comments and suggestions that I also wanted to give is already done by Ajahn Neminda. So beside that, I have nothing to say. And well done, Venerable. Carry it on. Good. I wish good luck. I wish you good luck on your work.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, Atan and everyone. I'd like your topic concerning about work-life balance, which is very important for your life as well. Maybe I have a simple question: that what time you go to bed last night?
Achan, 1 a.m.
1 a.m. You could not. So you could. Has been. What do you think? You balanced your life already?
No, Achan, I am going to research on it.
Yeah, the thing is that this we have it can be happen for everyone when we have workload. We need to kind of like damage our balance. So for example, sleeping time a little bit less. But if we sleep too much, your work cannot be done, right? All right. Yeah, it could be the good answer, and your outcome will be very fruitful for yourself and everyone. So come to my real question. So you talking about five strengths or panchapala. You're going to apply five of them, or you're going to focus just only one of them?
Going to apply 5 of them, Achan.
All of them?
Yes.
So how many
will-
years you going to complete? Yeah.
And then, do you suggest me to apply just to focus only one?
It depends. If you like to focus five of that, maybe you are not kind of like thinking some model or some practice, new style practice for your life based on five of these. You can do that. And maybe you mentioned about the reference from Ajahn Thanisaro, talking about the wings of awakening, which is the Bodhipakkhiyatham.
Yes.
How many? 37. And Panjapala also one of that, right? So did you review on this topic?
Yes, Achan.
Panjapala that Ajahn Thanisaro suggestion, what is that?
Actually, Achan, when I read that book, 3 of them, I see the literature gap, because two of those books mention about the work-life balance in order to Western philosophy, Western view, but it doesn't mention about the Buddhist view. And when I read the Thanisaro Bhikkhu's book, it mentioned about the Sattis Bodhipakkhiya Dhamma and the including the 5 strengths, but it really doesn't mention about work-life balance or something. Then it's generally explained how Buddha explained about the 5 strengths.
Thank you.
Okay.
Jody, you mentioned it here in the literature review 163. This book, the Venerable Dennis Rowe, he mentioned that inner and outer peace, right?
Yeah.
Inner and outer peace, and also you mentioned that the occupation and health and wildlife, the valent ethics, and also incorporated in Asian wisdom and alternative culture. In page number 7, did you see?
Yeah, Achan.
Yeah, page number 7, 163. This book, right?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
book.
yeah. So this is the key work that
Yeah.
you should answer to Ajahn Nanapat. It's a key work. Okay. Right? This is based on this book. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ajahn, for the comments, and thank you, the speaker. So let's move to the next speaker, Venerable Nguyen Nhat Lin. Please welcome, Venerable. So please try to brief your presentation in 15 minutes, and we have comments from our lecturer, only 5 minutes. So thank you.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to I would like to respect to Ajahn Neminda, Ajahn Ujin, and Ajahn Natapat Amtan. Good morning, my friends. First, I would like to thank you everyone to be here to listen my presentation today. The first, the education, education very important. It's having a personally, individual, and society. It's not about the acquiring knowledge but also developing essential skill and virtue. We are the monk and nuns here. We carrying like the responsibility to spread Buddhism. In order to bring the Buddhism to everyone in the world, we have to know more about the what is concept of Buddhist education, and how about the way for nun and monk. How about the way training for monk and nun in education environment, and how about the impact of education, Buddhist education in society in one life. So that's why I choose this topic. Is the influence of Mahayana Buddhist education system in Vietnam. Okay, this is my content, chapter 1, introductions. I divided it into 9 parts. The first is the background and significance of the problem. The second, objective of the research. And the third, assessment of the problem desired to know. The fourth, the scope of the research. The fifth, definition of the term used in my research. The sixth, review of the literature and the research works. And the seventh, contemporary framework. The eighth, the research methodology, and the ninth is the advantage of expect to obtain from the research. The first one, I want to talking about the background and significance of the problems. Buddhism was introduced in Vietnam very early. Buddhism, according to some scholars, Buddhism was introduced in Vietnam around the 2nd and 3rd century. Today, Vietnam is not a Buddhist country like Thailand, but almost people follow Buddhism. It's recorded that more than 60% the population follow and love Buddhism. And Vietnam is a special country because have a many set development together as to add to Theravada. And Theravada have two kind of Theravada, is the Khmer and the Kingdom Theravada. And the Mahayana, and also have Vajrayana, and this is the special is the Vietnamese Zen Buddhism and it. So, however, in Mahayana Buddhism is the main school that's almost of the Buddhist follower after practicing in Vietnam side Buddhism introduced into today. Buddhism thrived most in Vietnam during the Chun period, particularly under the reign of the King Trần Nhân Tông. But in the 19th and the 20th century, Buddhism in Vietnam faced numerous challenges and oppression within a complete historic context. You can see this picture here. The special during colonial rule and the wartime, many Buddhist followers encountered difficulty and were influenced by the political and social upheaval. Religious suppression and trade restrictions lead to a temporary reduction in the strength and influence of Buddhism. And at that time, have many like the movement developed. That the beginning in the South and spread in the world lead to the establishment of the various Buddhist organizations and publications. Notably, it brought about the systematic overhaul of the Buddhist education credit school and nationwide to train monks and nuns. This make a revolutionary shift propelling Vietnamese Buddhism into the modern era. And today, Buddhist education play a vital role in Vietnam cultural and spiritual progress, preserving tradition and contributing to the nation identity. Is until the moral virtue promote social harmony, and offer a sanctuary for the spiritual growth in the rapidly evolving society. And this the main I focus this my research this is provide the comprehend exploration of Buddhist education in Vietnam. It's delved into the overturning the world's distinctive methods and content disseminate at the various education level from monastic Buddhist education to specialized Buddhist and university. You can hear the picture here. I mentioned about the 4th class in my country have the 4x4 level when you study in the university. The first is the monetary education. The second, the Buddhist intermediate Buddhist system. And the third, the Buddhist college education system. And the last one is Buddhist university education system. This is my research also organized about the social culture context, examining how the Mahayana Buddhist education influenced contemporary Vietnamese life, and shaping virtue, norms, and communal behavior. Ultimately, the study aimed to elucidate the integral role of of Mahayana Buddhist education in furthering spiritual and intellectual growth while nurturing and sense of community its ethic conduct among the Vietnam public. And the next is the objective of my research. I have two objectives. This is the first, to study a concept Mahayana Buddhism education system in Vietnam. And the second, to analyze term of the influence of Mahayana Buddhist education on social and cultural life of Vietnam people. And the next is the third, the statement of the problem desire to know. I have the two questions. This is what is the concept Mahayana Buddhism education system in Vietnam? And next is the second, how is the influence of Mahayana Buddhist education on society, social and cultural life of the Vietnamese people? And number 5, definition of the term used my research. I have four words here. The first is the influence. Influence in meaning my research. This is refer the contrastive and benefits impact that Buddhist teaching, practice, and virtue can have on individual, community, and society. And you can see, the Mahayana Buddhism and refer to specific brand of Buddhism practice in Vietnam. And number 3, the Buddhist education refer to the systematic process of learning and acquiring knowledge within the context of Buddhist teaching. And number 4, Buddhist education system in Vietnam refer to the structure framework and a method for which the Buddhism in thought learn and transmit within the education context of Vietnam. And number 6, a review of the related literature of the research work. I used the 3 books for the main literature for my research. 3 books all from the most venerable Thích Nhật Từ. The first book is the Buddhist education program in Vietnam and worldwide. This book due to the diverse can-read content of the educational program and Mahayana education system in Vietnam and the teaching of the Buddhist philosophy to their practical application in their life. And the second book is the Buddhism in Contemporary Vietnam, Essence, Integration and Development. This book mentions about the historical development of the Buddhist education in Vietnam, the evolution, the curriculum content, and the integration of Buddhist teaching into modern education framework, offering insight into the evolution and current state. And number 3, this book, the education of Buddhism in school and society. And also I use the 3 assignments. This is not the main, but I would want to got some knowledge, some information about these 3 research article. The first, this is from Nguyễn Huy Hoàng, This is the article Higher Buddhist Education in Vietnam Challenge and Solutions. And next is from like Quốc Khánh and Thích Nguyên that this is like the article is the inquiry into Vietnam Buddhist higher education system with a special reference to Vietnam Buddhist University in Hue. And number 6, like from the Cao Thị Minh Hồng, this is the article, The Problem of the Buddhist Teaching in Vietnam, the current situation and solution. I want to got some information, so I try to find more than 3 articles to got more information for my research. And this is my contemporary framework. I have 4 like steps. The first, Buddhist education. I want to focus like the system of the education wrote in Buddhist principle, encompassing role, method, and content. And next, for the monk and nuns education system, the educational journey for individuals within the monastic community, ranging from the monastery to specialized Buddhist school. Next is social culture contact, the broader social and cultural environment that influence, and it influenced by the Buddhist education system. And the last one, I want to got like influence of the Mahayana Buddhist education, impact of Mahayana Buddhist education on the social and cultural life of Vietnamese people in modern life. And this is why the research methodology I use in my research. I find a sample and collecting the data from the Buddhist various sources like the academic text, historical record, articles, and interview in it. The next, I organize and analyzing the connect material. And the third is a presenting and conclusion and suggestion of the story. And the last one, the benefits and the advantages is plenty of obtained from the research. I want to got this my research. The first is obtaining the precise understanding of the old Mahayana Buddhist education system in Vietnam, and the second, knowing and understanding how about the influence of Mahayana Buddhist education on the social and cultural life of Vietnamese people. And this is the chapter 1 and chapter 3 and chapter 4. I will to do in the future. We make plan, which is so everyone to know about the way when I make my research in the future. And here, the chapter 2 overview of Mahayana Buddhist education. You can see the first we introduce about the Mahayana Buddhism in Vietnam, and then about the work and objective of Mahayana Buddhist education. And next is the historical development of Mahayana Buddhist education in Vietnam, and for the comprehensive education system for monks and nuns in Vietnam. And chapter 3 and social, and chapter 4 in conclusion and suggestion. Okay, this is all my presentation. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Venerable Nguyen and Nhật Linh, for your wonderful presentation. So now, time for get some suggestion from our lecturer. Please, Ajahn.
Venerable, well done. You have the presentation was so wonderful, and I really enjoyed thoroughly. And my comments on you is that I think the influence of Mahayana Buddhist education system in Vietnam. So to me, it doesn't really sound like research paper, the title for research paper. You may think about that, okay? Please consider about that, but I don't have, alternative. So I don't have alternative title for that, but I want you to think about it and if possible, rewrite it, okay? And the second question, the question that I wanted to ask you is that you may go to the chapter number, probably chapter number 3, 3.1. So I just wanted to ask you a question that's exactly what you have mentioned here. subtitle. What is the influence of Mahayana Buddhist education on social and cultural life? That's my question. Yeah, you may say that I'm going to do research on that, but you at least got a brief idea on that, right? So yeah, so what's your answer on that question?
Yeah, because like I want to like how about the effect of Buddhism in the social. You know about the effect always have to two sides, right? But I use the influence just want to be good for because the effect of the Buddhism want to be good for the people in the social, that's social. And I just mentioned here, but it's something that I will to challenge in the future. So
Okay.
I just so here for everyone to know about that and might make plan. But if something wrong, I will just change later.
There's nothing wrong. I mean, it sounds very interesting. All right, so that's it from my side. And also, I'd like to really thank the Venerable Dr. Neminda. You did such a wonderful job. If I look at this paper, it's so wonderful. Even the PhD students and MA students are really struggling with this format. In terms of format, these things, Ajahn Neminda, well done, Venerable. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Ajahn, so much.
Yes, I also have the same idea, agree with Ajahn again, that your topic to me is kind of like some textbook, because you pretty broad aspect, influence of Mahayana Buddhism. Maybe if you may look up more literature review in the research topic, you can see mostly they're focused on some aspect, like this specificity of Mahayana Buddhism in Vietnam, in Vietnamese intercultural. So they putting on some keyword of specificity. And the others, like the concept or practice of Mahayana Buddhism. A case study of Huang Pop Monastery. Anyone may know this monastery? I don't know. Maybe because of my pronunciation. Huang Pop Monastery in Vietnam. Yeah. Maybe, so I just raised some articles that give very specific study about influence of Mahayana Buddhism, because your topic is too broad to me to be doing some research. Yeah, very big. Yeah. Anything else? Okay. For your outcome, can you show me the two outcome with you? Advantages. Number 8 or number 9, something? Yes, number 9. Yeah. So for normally when you do some research, the advantage or the outcome we're going to be next for impact. Impact is like when we implement your product or your outcome. So, but from your advantage or your outcome here, knowing and understanding. So we have some questions. And what next? What we going to earn benefit from your outcome? So these points make if you present this proposal for asking research fund, so maybe a little weak to interest to give you money, right? Because doing research, I mean the real world, we should have some fun to use this. Even you do some qualitative research, you have money to support this as well. So this means you should create some specific study to obtain interesting output or outcomes. Yes, maybe you have to think furthermore, and also Ajahn Neminda can help to create something, please. Thank you. That's my
I
suggestion.
got it. Your comment. I thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ajahn Nanapap. Thank you so much. I appreciate your topic. It's very interesting, and I hope it's very useful topic for the society. In your background, when I see that like a social culture, right? Social culture. So the first thing that I would like to see your conceptual framework. Yes. Yeah, this one. It's very clear. You see, the green color. Buddhist education, monks and education system, socio-cultural content, and influence of the Mahayana Buddhist education. It's very wonderful. So in your title, it should be influence of Mahayana socio-cultural and Buddhist education system. Because you want to be study not only education, you want to be explaining about the social culture. The social culture is that's to explain your cultural environments influenced by the Buddhist education. So the Buddhist education, we have so many systems. How to say? There's a lot of ways and method that is to use in your culture, social culture. Social culture is like a social culture, we can say. So that's why I need to put a little bit in your topics influence of Mahayana, socio-cultural, and Buddhist education system in Vietnam. So I think it's better. And also in your background in 1962, that you explain about the background. This is the Buddhist or Buddhist education. This one. This is explaining about the Buddhist or Buddhism or Buddhist education.
The first I just explained about the
Buddhism,
Buddhism,
right?
Yeah.
So that's the reason in your background you should be explain a little bit that education is how to apply the education, how much important in our society. You should put a little bit in your background because this is only Buddhism,
Yes.
not education, right?
Yes.
So that's why.
But at that time, about the from the 19th and 20th century, that time we in my country have like a colonial and rule and wartime. But after that, about the Buddhist education, we were at that
The
time.
steps to influence.
Yes, started
okay.
that time. Yes.
Okay, all right. And also one thing that in page number 5, I think your scope of the research. Scope of the research.
Excuse me, I'm not sorry here. I just put in the
You can scope of the research. Scope.
I'm not
Here?
not sorry here.
Oh,
I
here?
just put
Oh,
in
okay.
the-
Okay. I want to talk to you. So indeed here you mentioned that a lot of system, monastic education, Buddhist intermediate education system, Buddhist college education system, and Buddhist university education system. So I think for me it's too much. It's too much. It's big one. So you should choose only one system. If you want to study Buddhist college education system, it's enough, I think.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
because you mentioned it's like a 4 or 5, right?
Yes.
So
For
it's like a big area. That's why should be narrowed down. That you be easy to collect data and not to study the easy time. So that's
Yes.
why I think you already mentioned the 4, but should be 1. Okay.
yes. So the first I will overview about the four system
Yeah.
education system. So I'm just forgot the one or
Yeah.
four.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's all. And also I'm a little bit changing here, like a divination. Then please let me see. Yeah, this one you should be influence is good in Mahayana Buddhism is good. Buddhist education and also it's very nice, but education system it should be one, and Bina it should be one. And number 4 we should be 2 divided. The first one education system because number 3 Buddhist education. So number 4 should be education system,
And number 5, Benham. Okay.
Yes,
So
Ajahn.
2 more things. I will be put it already here. So that's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ajahn.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Ajahn, for the suggestions. And thank you, Venerable Ngui and Nhatlin, for your wonderful presentations. So next speaker, I would like to welcome Sister Ing Sip Hang to present her topic.
So first of all, good morning to the lecturers, brothers, and all my friends. And today I'm excited to present my thesis proposal on the title of a study of Chaitanupasana as a therapeutic approach for youth mental illness. So my name is Ing Siu Heng. So this is my content. It's for this chapter 1. It begins from the background and significance of the problem, objective of the research question, scope of research, definition of the term used in the research, review of related literature and research works, research methodology, conceptual framework, and advantages expected to obtain from the research. So let's begin from the background and significance of the research. So in this part, I want to bring our attention to significant issues that affect the life of the young people on a global scale. And that is the rising prevalence of the mental illness. So as we explore into this concern, it's become an evident that mental health challenges impact not only the well-being of the young people, but it could reach to their academic performance as well as the social interaction. So one potential intervention that deserves our attention in this research is the practice of Chaitanupasana. It involves mindful to observe the natural phenomenon of the mind as they naturally arise. So this ancient practice present itself as a promising avenue to addressing the mental illness. Additionally, researching Chaitanupasana is significant. It's because of it holds a transformative potential, and our investigation aims to uncover the therapeutic possibility that might offer the well-being for our young people. So by delving into Chaitanupasana as an intervention, we anticipate to gaining the valuable insight into innovative and holistic approach. And this research has the power to revolutionizing how we support the mental well-being for our younger generation. And moreover, understanding the impact of Chaitanupasana on youth mental health, it's not just an academic curiosity, but it could open door to progressive and comprehensive strategy that make a real difference in addressing the growing mental health challenges faced by today youth. So next is objective of the research. I got two objectives. First, to examine the applicability of Chaitanupasana can be utilized as a therapeutic intervention. Second, to promote awareness of Chaitanupasana as a holistic approach to youth mental wellness. And at the same time, research question. First, how can Chaitanupasana serve as a practical intervention addressing mental health challenges? Second, what is the effective of Chaitanupasana as a therapeutic intervention for youth mental wellness? So this is the definition of the term used in the research. I got three keywords. First, Chaitanupasana, which is the contemplation of the mind. Second, therapeutic approach. So in this context of Chaitanupasana for youth mental health, it involves using mindfulness and self-observation to help young people understand or aware of their feeling, thought, to develop coping strategy to manage their mental health issues. And the last word, youth mental illness, it refers to a broad range of conditions that affect the young people ability to think, feel, and behave in ways that are normal for their age, culture, and lifestyle. Next is review of related literature and research work. So I got 3 books and 1 article. The first one is How to Cultivate Mahasatipatthana by Venerable Virosana. So this book focuses on guiding people or the reader to cultivate mindfulness by practice for foundation of mindfulness and understanding for noble truths, also 8 noble parts in order to overcome suffering and realize the enlightenment or nibbana. And the second one is Contemplation of the Mind by Bhikkhu Khemawamsa. So this book focus on the practice of Chaitanupasana to gain the valuable insight of the mind and cultivate wisdom, also the understanding. And the third one is Understanding Our Mind by Master Thich Nhat Hanh. So this book, he transformed the 50 verse into a practical teaching and instruction on Buddhist psychology, meditation, and the path to enlightenment. And the last one is an article from National Library of Medicine. This article discusses on the Buddhist psychology on contemplation. So through this work, I will try to fulfill the paper from this. Moving to research methodology, I use a documentary approach for my research study, focusing on collection and analysis. So it begins with collect the data from a variety of sources, including scripture, book, academic or online article, and any other scholarly resource. And the data will be analyzed using a documentary approach, focusing on the review and interpretation of the collected data. And I will give conclusion, discussion, and also suggestion for further study on this topic. So in this part, conceptual framework, it begins from a therapeutic approach. It's the factor that I study and manipulate to see its effect, and a specific of a therapeutic approach in this research is a Chetanupassana. So Chetanupassana is a specific therapeutic technique or method that I used to study to overcome the mental illness among the young people. And I will study and analyze the collected data. So in this process, I'm trying to understand the relationship or the connection between therapeutic approach and the mental illness to figure out the mental wellness. So this point is the ultimate outcome and the goal of the study is the state that I trying to achieve and to improve in this study. So I got to expected benefit for my research. First, to increase understanding of Chetanupassana and enhance youth mental wellness. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Ingsit Hang, for your effort that you put into your presentation. So now we welcome the comments from our lecturers. Please, Ajahn.
Thank you so much for your topics. I think that your topic and also is very interesting. So a study of the Setanupassana as a therapeutic approach for youth like a mental illness, very clear your topic. But let me see your objective. Let me see your objectives. Objective number 1, especially. Yes, I don't understand what you means in objective number 1 because there's a lot of too much. You mentioned that what you want to study. You want to study Setanupassana or you want to study mental illness. Which one?
I study Chetanupassana as a therapy or techniques to
Mental
overcome
illness.
that mental illness.
Yeah, it's okay. That's definitely right.
Yes.
So your topic is very interesting and also it's very nice, but you need to be clear in your objective 1. But objective 2, I agree with you. Objective 2 is okay, but objective 1 is not really concerned with the first one because I don't understand what you mean. And also, and topic and conceptual framework is a different one. It's a different one. Your topics are study or Setanupassana as a therapeutic approach. But let me see your. This is the first one, okay? Please think about your objective 1, and also the second one, conceptual framework. Yeah, in conceptual framework, you mentioned that is I think the opposite one. This one, see, the first thing you mentioned, the therapeutic approach, Chetanupassana, and after that, the youth, the mental illness, and the study collateral, and the mental well-being. So if you want to study focusing on Chetanupassana, maybe it's the first one because I think it's maybe opposite one. It's me wrong. Thing should be Chetanupassana. It should be the first one. You understand what I mean? Yeah, because the topic is really clear. It's clear and also it's very nice because you want to study Chetanupassana and that has to be accused for mental illness. And also, this is the second one. And next one, be careful, Pali. Okay, Pali is Chaita is like a law. Okay, Chaita is like a law, not Chaita. So Chaita Nupassana na is like a law. Okay,
Yeah.
a law. is like a that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
it's a Pali word. So Pali is not the same English. So if you want to use the Pali word, you should be careful. And also in your content, number 2, no need to bold or italics. Okay, this one is no need to
Yes.
bold and italics, and also be careful about the spellings also, and like a chapter 1, it's like that, and also the same formats. Okay, format, check it again. I think that's all from me.
Thank you.
Okay. Once again, I really enjoy your presentation. So I just wanted to throw some comments on your paper. But when I give you the comment or a suggestion, it doesn't mean that you didn't do a good job. Okay. So it's already you already done a wonderful job there. So first, my comments on my kind of comment on your paper is that so this if you look at the title, a study of Chittanupassana as a therapeutic approach for youth mental illness. So the one keyword that I'm a little bit concerned about is Chittanupassana. So the Chittanupassana, which is one of the the four kind of mindfulness, right? So in which I think it's a little too narrow. And so if you just choose the top title, which is so narrow, then you will be run out of things to say or things to write. Okay, so maybe you can, yeah, if you really mean that, then it's wonderful. It's wonderful. You can, it's really wonderful. And then the other one is youth mental illness. When we heard of the word mental illness, it doesn't sound really good. Okay, so normally when the people go to the library and choose to select the book to read, they just don't read the entire book, right? They just go through the title, the title of the book. So if the title of the book is quite sound, beautiful and wonderful, that is kind of fascinating title is there, and then people will go to that. People will tend to read that book. So the thing, what I wanted to say is, please reread this one, the mental illness. You can come up with a very beautiful word. So when we say the mental ill people, it doesn't sound really good. Okay. Yeah, I know what you mean, but I just want you to change it. And then as Ajahn Neminda comment, the content of table, you just it like that. I don't know why. So maybe you try to be a little bit fashionable, So however, this is incorrect. Okay. And then the objective and the research objective and research question, these two should be same. I mean, the research question should be the reflection of the research objective. So you cannot go, you cannot write in the completely different way. Okay.
Yes.
And the question is that you as a youth, someone who's just doing exactly the same thing with rest of the youth at your age, what is the major challenge? What is the mental major challenge of your mental well-being?
The mental.
Yeah.
So
So I'm pretty sure if I ask the nun or Buddhist monk, they cannot give you the answer that you are going to give us. So you as a youth who's exactly doing the same thing, right, with rest of the youth. So what is the major mental challenge?
So for me, it's it has so many various problems that we face from the society, from family, from the environment where we are surrounding. So sometimes it can be a good effect and sometimes it can be a bad effect. So but mostly currently there are many problems which really affect to our mental. So that is the problem.
Okay, yeah, I think there are a lot of problems there. Okay, thank you so much. Beside that, the paper is wonderful. The format is wonderful. Once again, Ajahn Neminda, good job.
Thank you. Yes, I'd like your focus topic, and this is very clear when people see that this is a good example when we see the title, we know what you are going to study. That's very clear. But to me, one thing that wonder about your, because this is your documentary research, right? So need to find some papers or textbook that related to applying Buddhist teaching or Buddhist practice, Satipatthana or Cittanupassana, to approach for mental illness. I just wonder, you may difficult to find that document. Then have a look at your richer reviews. I don't see any document that's really direct related to your topic. So your topic is kind of like create new thing that you have to find yourself. For example, you create some practice, some model, and then you approach to the psychiatrist patient. You know, when you talk about illness, that means mental illness. Mainly, there are 3 diseases. You know, the first one is like schizophrenia or hallucination. The second one, depression, many people know about. And the third one, bipolar. You know, bipolar. So you should find some documents or articles. Are there any Buddhist technique or Buddha teaching to approach for helping this kind of mental health illness? Can you find it during your study this? No? Right?
I will try.
Yes, yes. But anyway, it's interesting. Yes, that's all for me, from my side.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Ajahn, for all suggestions. Now let's move to the next speaker, Bhikkhuni Suming. So please welcome Bhikkhuni.
Good morning, all lecturers, and good morning, all Dharma friends. My name is Zhu Ming from China. This is my topic, a study of my training based on 10 option diagrams of Zen philosophy in Mahayana Buddhism. Why I choose this topic? Because firstly, I'm from China, and when I was young, I studied Zen Buddhism long time. So I want to share my idea to all, and continue to study and research this Mahayana Buddhism. This is my content, chapter 1, introduction, background and significance, objectives of the research problems, scope of the research, definition of the terms used in the research, and the literature reviews, conceptual framework, research methodology, and expected benefits. This is my background and signification. Mahayana Zen Buddhism has been teaching and the inheritance without established any words, sign ancient times. So, however, as history spring and sign the Song dynasty, more and more researchers have gradually begun to study the beauty and the ugliness of the words and weaken the core meaning behind the words. Here I have to mention the inheritance of our country's Western culture. Chinese civilization has been around for thousands of years, and the inheritance of Western words has left too much culture and the exercise of education people. So Mahayana Zen culture has inherited the high essence of Chinese characters. But in fact, if we want to truly understand the core of Zen, we must start from living the words. It sounds very philosophical. That is, we should start from the study of words and then leaving the study of words to explore the media we thought behind the words, which is what is topic well to learn and research how to use Mahayana based on cultivation of the mind and the words to cultivation of the mind is developing. With 10 perspective pictures of the 10 ocean diagrams as the core of the description and the series of analysis of the step of how to practice as launched from Zen perspective. 10 ocean diagrams was adapted from the Master Core and Shiyuan's eight diagrams in the Song Dynasty. Its content consists of 10 pictures and hymn concert on people and ocean. It is intended to show the order of Zen pictures, from existence to nothingness and then to the realm of emptiness. They must call and add two more pictures on this basis, revealing to the origin and returning to the source, entering the marketplace with open hands to highlight the spirit and the practice of the Mahayana Bodhisattva path. This is 10 auction pictures. There are multiple versions of the 10 auction picture. This research presents the version by the Master Core and of the Song Dynasty. Among the 10 pictures, human and coarse are the main representations which are used to compile the steps and processes of the meditator's practice. The ideological basis of 10 auction pictures comes from the method of seeing one's nature is the 6 patriarchs Altar Sutra 六祖坛经. It points directly to the true natural deep in the human heart. That is, as Master Huineng said in this gather, there is nothing in the first place, so how can it cause dust? The significance of this research stems from the author's love and the sense of mission for Mahayana Buddhism, as well as the factor that many people who study Mahayana today only continue to develop based on the words lived by them without establish any words and continue to explore the meaning of the surface of the words, rather than being content about the cultural inheritance of the expanded words and the phenomena of study the meaning of Mahayanism behind the text and the true Zen practice method. I want to present the research on Mahayana Buddhism and the understanding of China's ancient writing culture with my simple personal knowledge. It is necessary to present the mind training research of Mahayana Buddhism in different way, in the hope of inspiring scholars to explore the mind cultivation research apart from words, in the hope of further clarifying the practical process of Zen mind training and presenting the philosophical thought of Buddhism, Mahayana Zen. Objectives of the research to study the content of the 10 auction pictures in Zen Buddhism and to apply the perspective of 10 auction diagrams of Zen philosophy in Mahayana Buddhism for mind training. And the research problems: what is the content of the 10 auction pictures and how to apply the 10 auction diagrams of philosophy in Mahayana Buddhism of mind training. Scope the research. Mahayana Buddhism research on the ideological content of Chinese Mahayana philosophy and Zen mind training. And Zen part, 10 auction pictures using 10 perspective pictures with the imagination of people and core as the core to analyze the content of Zen philosophical thought. Definition of the terms used in the research: Mahayana Buddhism. The core of this research comes from Mahayana Buddhism. So this research will focus on embodying the ideological system of Mahayana Buddhism and presenting the content and the connotation of Chinese Mahayana Buddhism. And Mahayana Zen philosophy. Chinese Zen is one of the most representative inheritances in Chinese Buddhist culture. So the core of this research is to study the Mahayana Zen philosophy with Chinese cultural characteristics and the mind training based with mindfulness. This research will finally present the research on mind training. Through learning and research the core content of these 10 auction pictures, we will further explain more detailed human psychological changes through words and find ways to analyze our inner self, means and angles to achieve the purpose of research on basic mind training. Literature reviews. From the currently now related research content, the foundation and the direction of this paper's research will land. Collection of interpretations of Zen sources. This book means to prove that the teachings are consistent with Zen. The core of the research, I means to call the delusional mind and thoughts, signs that all dharmas are like dreams, originally empty and silent, and nothing outside the mind in liberation. Directly showing the nature of the mind is the original Buddha nature. And Mahasamadhisattva. This book explains the perfect way of Mahayana practice using 3 kinds of samatha and vipassana: unfact samatha and vipassana and perfect samatha and vipassana to present mind training steps from different angles. One of the practical months of Zen practice, it is the first systematic introduction to Buddhism and the Zen textbook in the history of Chinese Buddhism. And Tongmeng's Samatha Vipassana. This book presents Zen practice months in 10 chapters, clarifying different practice months according to people with different root machines. And the Hope Print of the Orcs. This book beginning with a basic overview of Buddhism and meditation. The book then details the progressive mental exercises traditionally followed by all Buddhists. Take 10 auction pictures as an example to cultivation samatha and vipassana through mind-based exercises. And the Five Lanterns 会员, 五灯会员, is a history book of Chinese Zen Buddhism, a book used to record the historical origins and the core ends of Zen Buddhism. And the framework, I want, according my topic, a study of my training based on 10 auction diagrams of Zen philosophy in Mahayana Buddhism, to study the content of the 10 auction pictures in Zen and to apply the perspective of Zen auction diagrams of Zen philosophy in Mahayana Buddhism of my training. According this content to present the cultural inheritance of Mahayana Buddhism and the source of Chinese Buddhist culture, and present how to break away from the tendencies of Zen Buddhism to works research. And research methodology, picture for mind. This research, I will talk the 10 photos of 10 auction diagrams as the research objective, and burning the contents of the above books to concentrically present the core content of this research on Mahayana Buddhism, Mahayana Zen thought, and mindfulness method training. And analysis from use the expanded thinking and combine with the modern Mahayana Zen practice model to analyze how to achieve better mat training. And the benefits. I will present the cultural inheritance of Mahayana Buddhism and the source of Chinese Buddhist culture, and how to break away from the tendencies of Zen Buddhism to works research and let more people understand Chinese Zen culture and thought. This is the book. In my all content, I use these 5 books to study. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Pikuni Suming, for sharing for the knowledge that you share in your presentation. And now welcome some comments, some suggestion from our lecturer, please, Ajahn.
All right. Good morning, everyone, and also you. I love that you think about learning or practice by using some kind of Dhamma media, right? So you have the picture and of these 10 oxen pictures or 10 ox pictures. Yeah. Which word you would like to use? Because I see some place you use 10 ox pictures, but some place you see 10 oxen pictures. Actually, there are 10 pictures, right? Not 10 ox, right? How many oxen?
This picture.
Just only one.
This picture.
Ox.
This picture. 10 oxen is this 10 picture. Focus is core and people. So auction is explain the core. The core. Yeah, the core.
Mm-hmm. But I see some literatures show that 10 ox herding pictures. Herding is kind of like trying to bring them to follow, to go somewhere. Right.
Oh,
I think another wording may interest 10 ox herding pictures.
Herding.
Yeah, that's make clear explanation about the meaning of these pictures as well. And these pictures is also, if you like to visit some place in Thailand, we have the place that's showing these pictures, like the stone carving, but actually they use the molding for making this. They have these 10 ox herding pictures in the garden, because สวนโมกกรุงเทพ or สวนโมก Bangkok. So it's close to BTS หมอชิด you can visit there and you can learn, even you can give some more information. When people visit this place, they understand this picture or not, if they are not the Zen student. So you can give some interview or some more information that more than documents that you plan for, right? You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
You can visit that place. I can give you some information about this place. There are so many Zen style, like they have the Zen garden. They have like Paticasmupada pictures. They have some samatha in Tibetan ideas, pictures. So there are so many pictures or Dhamma medias. So I think just only these two add up to give you more information for your research.
Thank you so much, Ajahn.
Okay, actually, I was thought of not going to say anything because of the time, but Ajahn Joe's comment got me a kind of suggestion that I wanted to give you. Actually, yeah. So this is very interesting. This, I think, as long as you study Zen Buddhism, you tend to know this. The 10 oxen diagram of Zen philosophy. So there's another exactly the same method, which the method that we can use for stabilizing our own mind. So which is quite popular in the Himalayan Buddhism. So that is, I don't really know how they translate it into English, but I came up with my own version, which is 9 method for stabilizing the mind. So where they compare your mind and elephant, okay, and then how you train the elephant. So it's exactly like that. So the way you train the elephant is the way you train your own mind. So they did very beautiful analogy there. So beside that, I have nothing to say. So since you and I will have a discussion in my office, then the other questions are coming, will be there. Okay. Well done, Bichuni.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Okay, thank you so much. Bikuni zooming is interesting about the topic. The first thing that in your background, you mentioned in page number 2, I think so. The first thing that you mentioned, only 8, but 2 more things and you addition. So what is the difference? In page number 2, you mentioned that only 8 ox, right? Only 8 ox pictures. Cool, right? Cool. This one.
Oh, I know. Yeah, page number 2,
Yeah.
line 4.
Yeah, but in the end of the first paragraph, you mentioned 2 more things that's to be 10 ox, right? So what is the difference? Is this only one sources or difference philosophy?
Originally is other Zen master to write this picture is 8 picture.
So this is a 2 source, right? 2 Zen master.
Actually, it's a 10. It's a 10 a multiple, but this 2 is specially.
So you mean only one master, right?
Yeah, only one master.
But
yeah.
they say like a twice time.
Yes,
He said.
and this topic, I around the 10 picture, the 10 auction pictures. So different this 8.
Yes, difference
Yeah.
made.
If
The
different
two more things is.
yeah, just add these 2.
Yeah. Okay. So you will be using about the Citta Nupassana. So how to be applying Citta Nupassana to training?
Actually, this book, right?
Yeah, this book.
Actually, this book is a Chinese book translated to English, and this book explain about the mat training, how to use the mind to practice our heart, our mind, and our thoughts. This, so I think similar my topic, so I choose this.
So this is a practical ways or like a trainings?
Yeah.
Trainings? This
Training,
one.
mind
The mind
training,
training, right?
training,
Mind
yeah,
training.
mind training.
So you will use this term picture is like a example how to train our mind, right?
Yeah,
To
yeah.
practice Jaidanupassana.
Yes.
Okay.
And in future, my chapter 2 content around this 10 picture to present how to use this to practice about the mat training.
Okay, it's very interesting. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ajahn.
Okay, thank you so much, Fikuni Suming, and thank you all of our lecturer, Ajahn Dr. Neminda and Ajahn Udnyen Tensing, right? And Ajahn Nathapat Ampan today. So for kindly stay with us until the end of the program for this morning section. And thank you to the participant, all of them are friends today to join with us and to make today memorable. So this afternoon we will have next group, next around seven students. So we will meet here again at 1 p.m. 12:30. No, we will start a little bit early because we have 12, right? Okay, we will start at 12. So after having lunch, take a rest, and we will start again here at 12 p.m. So thank you so much for today, and have a good day, and see you this afternoon. Thank you. Not yet finished. Okay, now we will start at 12 p.m. again.